positives. Mark, how was that for a first run out?
Yeah, really good. Lots of positives. We were a touch disappointed with the 2 goals that we conceded, the manner that we did. But listen, we were playing against a really good side. It was our first run out, and I thought for half an hour everything was really good. It was really positive stuff. Great goal from Matt, and I think we deserved that. I think 3-1's, a fair result, but lots of positives. Even the encouragement from the young lads at the end, knocking it about and 1 and 2 touches, and we've only been in 10 days, and I think they're already taking on board what we're after, and I think that's really good. And there's lots to work on, but I think the attitude is, and the work rate and the wanting to do well is certainly there.
I mean, up against good quality championship players, the shape of the team seemed good, and everybody seemed really disciplined and knew their jobs.
Well, I think in years gone by when we've played pre-season games, we've normally had a bit of an easier one first than this one, and you just say to them, work hard. We give them a little bit of basic information, but we want to do things slightly differently this year, and we've worked a little bit on playing that shape, and how we would play against. When we go to Brighton, we'll probably play something similar. We're going to have to be a little bit more switched on and defensive minded, but with a view to attacking. There'll be some games we want to get on the front foot and press games, and we'll work at different scenarios throughout the pre-season. But the effort that the lads put in was outstanding, and as I say, we just fell asleep for a couple of moments, in the middle of just at the end of the first half, which I'd rather that happen now and us learn quickly from it than it be happening on the first game of the season and beyond that.
Your midfield 3 competed well.
I thought they were great. I thought everybody did what I asked of them. Pre-season's about game time. It's about minutes on the pitch, trying to implement what we've been working on in training. And I saw a glimpse of everything. I saw some decent passing, some decent movement. But Byron was outstanding. First half. We had Lee Vaughan bombing on down the wing. Craig, we didn't want to make it as just a defending exercise against a decent team. And I thought, we got on the front foot at times and looked all right.
Evesham tomorrow. So what's the how are you going to play that one?
I mean, I'm telling everybody now it's going to be a mixed team. Everyone's turning up. Everyone's there. But the reasoning behind what I did today was, we thought long and hard about it. We thought about mixing the teams and having like a half more experience and half youngsters, and we just felt the most that we get out of it is to give the youngsters a chance tomorrow to go as a group. And they've had a chance to work on a couple of things this week, and we worked on that team as well tonight in terms of but with everybody knowing when they came on they were going on for such and such, and it was going to be about keeping our disciplined shape, but having the ability to pass the ball. And tomorrow's hopefully going to be slightly different. But that said, we're going to be young, but we've got some talented youngsters, and as long as we've got a solid base to build off, it'll be another good test for us.
And the trialists will have another go, Duncan and players like that.
Yeah. Just important that I say by the time everybody reports back for training Monday, we hope to have 80s, 90 minutes under the belts in the 2 games. That was always the plan. It was probably going to be 45, but I think we've chosen wisely, and as long as we come all through tomorrow okay, then I think it'll be the end of a good second week.
How long are you looking to keep the trialists for before you start thinking about further on?
We'll see really. Not too long. We're obviously, I'm 3 or 4 players short at the moment from the squad that I want to do. So whether we take that from within the trialists that we've got, or whether we, I'm still trying to bring in 1 or 2 at this moment in time from elsewhere. I won't keep them hanging around just for the sake of it. But I'll give them every chance to impress us. It's difficult for them at times, but it's also, it's about getting my squad right, our squad right, and getting all the boys up to speed as quickly as we can.
Are you any further down the line with anything?
Yeah, a couple. I've missed out on a couple, but there's one target I've been after for a little while, and I'm still in there with a shout. It's not It's not about money. It's not about the player being greedy or anything like that. It's just he's got a year left on his contract somewhere else, and we're trying to get him out of that and get him here.
Position?
Defender.
Is that, you've said that's your priority, defender?
Yeah, well, you see us today. I've got Stevie and Troy as my two centre halves, and I thought, they did well tonight, and they did, well last season. But we certainly need strengthening in that department. With strengthening is the wrong word, but we need competition in that area. We need cover in that area. But I want competition for places all over, and having the young boys and some talented young boys has allowed us to be able to do that. I'm still looking at getting a 23-man squad, so I need another. Ideally, I need it with four outfield and a keeper. I'll be quite competitive. The chairman's after the board meeting last week called me and there was a little bit more money in the pot, so it's been worth the waiting. So hopefully we can, we haven't got loads, but I've got a little bit more to be able to go and get, reasonable quality that we're after in the positions that we want.
Loans, we would consider, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. Quite possibly. There's a couple sort of further down the line. It's just a case of how long we want to wait, because the loans that we're talking about are probably, at the minute, the two I would have taken probably won't be allowed to come to us till the start of the season. So, I don't want to play Stevie and Troy all pre-season without having somebody there challenging them and fighting for places. That would be a little bit unfair. So on them. So as soon as I can get them in, the right ones for us to, listen. We've shown that we've got, what I would say, a nucleus of 13 more experienced players, and we've got 5 or 6 young talented individuals who are going to be brought along at the right time, and they've been given a chance, and nights, last 20 minutes where they come and pop it around, and as well as the disciplined team shape they kept is encouraging for everybody.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
Right, you're going to look at the Redditch boys tomorrow, the two from Redditch?
Yeah, they're going to come on in the second half at half time tomorrow. They're going to both play 45 minutes each. There was no point in me bringing them today and not being involved. Yeah, they're both going to have a look at it.
Yeah, and since we last spoke to you, Demon and Street have come in on trial. So what can you tell us about
I've
them?
known Jack for a little while. He was at Birmingham and he was excellent. And we looked at him, and I was very tempted to take him last year, but decided against it for whatever reason. I think he's grown into a stronger stronger physically, and he's willing to come. I spoke to his agent, and he jumped at the chance to come down and provide us for competition for places. Street and Andre, again, he'd had a bit of an injury last year, a bit of a disrupted time, so we're having a look at him. There's no promises, as there aren't for all of them, but these boys are more than willing to come down and try and fight for a place.
Yeah. So he just left Wolves then, as he Street? Is he,
I believe so. Yeah.
And you said you're close to a centre half, and is there anything else specific you think is lacking?
I'm after the players. The positions I'm after are a keeper to provide competition for Trev. It'll more than likely be a younger one. I'm after a striker. I'm after a wide player. Missed out on Kearns by the looks of it. Signed for Carlisle. I was in for him. Who else? I'm after, and I'm after 2 defenders, and that probably means a centre half and a centre half who can play right back, or a right back who can come into centre half. Just so we've got, competition for places everywhere. If I want to go and line up with 5 big ugly centre halves or 5 big defenders, I can go and do it. And if I can get the ones I'm after, and there's chances, then I'll be really excited about what we've got.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Mark. See you tomorrow.